Will your tax refund be delayed? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about the IRS, tax season, and some major layoffs happening right now. We'll cover what's happening at the IRS and why thousands of employees are getting fired, whether your tax refund will be delayed because of this, and your chances of getting audited in 2025. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any important details. What's happening at the IRS? Right now, the IRS has about 100,000 employees, but when President Biden took office, it had around 8,000. Over the last few years, the IRS has been growing fast. One big reason for this growth was the Inflation Reduction Act, passed in August 2022. This law gave the IRS an extra $80 billion over 10 years. The goal? The goal was to improve tax services, modernize outdated systems, and hire more auditors to catch wealthy tax cheats. But now, things are changing. President Trump wants to cut government spending, and that includes the IRS. As a result, 6,700 IRS employees will be laid off, including 5,000 auditors, employees from customer service, tax disputes, and IT. The main targets are new hires who have been with the IRS for less than a year. There are currently about 15,000 employees in this group, so this number could grow even higher. Will these layoffs delay your tax refund? This is the question everybody is asking. Will my refund be late because of these cuts? Well, here's what the IRS says. They claim that tax season workers won't be fired. The former IRS commissioner even said there shouldn't be a big impact of the tax filing process. So, in theory, your tax refund should arrive on time. But let's be real. If you think logically about it, the IRS still needs people to process tax returns, handle errors, and assist taxpayers. With fewer workers, some delays are likely. Here's what I think will happen. If your tax return is completely correct, you probably won't notice any delay. If there's an issue like a missing form or a small mistake, your refund could take longer than usual. And third, if your return is selected for review, your refund might take months instead of weeks. Common reasons for tax refund delays. To avoid delays, you need to know what causes them. Here are the most common issues. The first is missing tax forms. If you forget to include a W-2 or 1099, your tax return might get flagged. Second, earned income tax credit or child tax credit. These credits are often reviewed, which slows things down. Banking errors. If you enter the wrong direct deposit information, your refund could be delayed for weeks. Unusual income changes. If your reported income is very different from last year, it might trigger a review. The best way to avoid delays is to double check your return before filing. Now, how to check your tax refund status? If you're waiting for your refund, the easiest way to check your status is through the IRS website. And here's how. Go to Google and search for Check IRS Refund Status. Click on the first result that says irs.gov. Enter your social security number, filing status, the refund amount. You'll see one of these three statuses. First, return received. The IRS has your return. Second, refund approved. Your money is on the way. Or the third, refund sent. Your refund has been deposited or mailed. But be careful, only use irs.gov. There are scams websites that try to steal personal information. You can also check your state tax refund by visiting your state's tax website and following a similar process. So now, are you at risk of getting audited? Another big concern is audits. Since thousands of IRS auditors are getting fired, will your chance of being audited go down? Let's look at the numbers. If you make 50,000 to 199,000, there's a 0.1% of chance that you'll get audited. That is 1 in 1,000. If you make over 10 million, then you have 2.4% of chance that you'll get audited. which used to be around 99.4% in 2014. The original goal of the Inflation Reduction Act was to audit more wealthy taxpayers, but with these layoffs, that's unlikely to happen now. So if you make a normal income, your risk of getting audited is already very low. Low income earners get audited more than millionaires? Here's something shocking. If you make under 25,000, your audit risk is the same as someone making nearly 5 million. You ask why? So most of these audits are because of their own income tax credit. The IRS often reviews these claims because some people file incorrectly or commit fraud. But here's the crazy part. If the IRS just modernized their systems, they wouldn't have to audit so many low-income taxpayers. The IRS has been saying for years that they're working on updating the technology. Hopefully, they'll actually finish soon. So what are the final thoughts? Should you be worried? For most people, this isn't a huge deal. If your tax return is correct and simple, you should get your refund on time. If there's an issue, you might experience delays. If you're low income, you must still face a high risk of audit due tax credit claims. So my best advice, double check your return before filing and file early if you can. If you found this helpful, like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.